welcome back to my channel. My name is Laura, and today I have an embarrassing video. I'm going to share with you the books that I have on my nightstand that have been collecting on my floor, on the side of my bed, and above my bed. It's about time that I put these books away. So I figured might as well share with you what's sitting there and collecting dust. So I'm not even going to put them up. So this is very embarrassing. I'm going to share with you how bad it's getting and that I need to clean these up. So it's like a cleaning video. So I'm going to share with you my side of the bed, which the books are starting to collect a lot, and it's going towards my husband's side, so I really need to clean this up. So I thought this would be a great video, and to see what's sitting there and what I should be reading and what I have to put back on my regular TBR shelves, what I have to put in my DNF shelf. So here we go. Stay tuned. So here we are. This is my side of the bed. Yes, I have a Snoopy blanket that I stole this from my daughter. My husband has his own blanket because we can't share the blankets, and I'm always cold and he's always hot. So I have my little twin blanket on my bed, and it's Snoopy. But I want to share with you my side of the bed, how messy it looks, and also the floor. So I have books on the floor. I have books above on the side of my bed, and I have books above my head. So while I'm sleeping, and I also have a mirror, as you can see me standing there. Hi. Anyway, I have books. So I'm going to share with you what are those books. My husband's side is fine. He does not read, so his side looks really clean, but mine has way too much clutter there. So I'm going to share with you. I'm going to go closer in, and I'm going to share with you what I have hidden there. So the first thing that I see on my floor is my heating pad. I have this heating pad because I have a very bad back. So I sit on my bed and I have this one that's heated, and that helps with my back pain. So that's the first thing. I'm picking up that up. And then the second thing I have on my floor is this pillow that I got. This sits on the back of my head while I'm reading. I got this way back when I started my YouTube channel. It's just a beanbag type pillow. It helps my neck, and I use this. Someone else in Europe was using something like this, and I found this on Amazon, so I bought this. That's going to be put up there. And then I also have my book seat. And this I got on Amazon. This one I love because you put the book in, it holds it up, and I use this every night, and I also use it for when I'm eating at the table. So it's like a bean bag. You put the book in here, holds the book, and your hands-free reading. So very good investment, and I got this on Amazon. So I'm going to put this over here. Okay, moving on to the books that I have on the floor. So I'm going to scoot down and share with you the books on the floor first. Now I'm sitting on the floor and I have 7 books to share with you. So the very first book that I have here is Wrinkle in Time, and I read this one. So I think I gave it a 3 stars. So I am going to put it downstairs on my favorite shelf, even though I don't really save my 3 stars, but it might be something my kids would want to read one day. So I have this one, and it's going on my shelf downstairs. So that's the first book. Okay. The second book that I have here is A Year of Yes, and this is by Shonda Rhimes. This is nonfiction. I did start reading it, so I read, how far did I get? I have a bookmark, and I read 3 chapters, so I am on page 36. This is going in my DNF shelf, and eventually I will finish it, but right now that's where it's going. So that's the second book. Okay, the next book is Mrs. Grant and the Madame Jewel. This is by Jennifer Chiaverini, And I got this from my grandmother. I was supposed to read it. I do have a bookmark. I don't think I started it. I read 6 pages of this and then I put it down. It is a large print. Not sure I'm going to read it right now, so I'm going to put this back on my TBR. So yeah, only 6 pages, so I would have to start over again anyway. So this is going back into my crates. So that's that one. Okay, the next book that I got here is another nonfiction book. I have The Kindness Challenge. This is 30 Days to Improve Any Relationship by Shanti Feldham. And did I start this one? This one, I do have a bookmark. I did start it. I am on page 29, so I am going to put this in my DNF shelf. So yeah, so that's this one, nonfiction. Okay, the next book I did not read at all. It's The First Grave on the Right by Darnia Jones. This is going back into my crates, so I didn't even start it. So yeah, I wanted to read it one day and I just never got to it. So yeah, so that's book 1 of a series. Okay, the next one I have a bookmark in, and I did start reading this one. I got to page 19. It's Murder on the Titanic. This is by Jim Walker, and I wanted to read this one. Apparently, I only got up to page 19. I think I'm going to put this back into my crates because I really have to start over again. I don't remember what I read, so that's where it's going. Okay? The last book that I have on the floor is The Death Cure, and this is by James Dashner. I wanted to read this before the movie comes out, and I do have a bookmark. This I got up to page... I DNF often, so yeah. I got to chapter 10. I'm on chapter 11. I read 50 pages of it, so I'm going to put this in my DNF shelf. So yeah, so I want to read this before the movie comes out. If there is a movie, I don't even know. I think this is book 3. This is the final book of the Maze Runner trilogy. So I still need to read it, and so that's where it's going. Okay, moving on to the books behind me. So I'm going to stay in the same spots because these I can reach. Okay, so let's see what the first book is. Now, this is going to be strange because I don't even know what's here. Okay, the first book is He Said, She Said by Erin Kelly. This was a book club read, and I did start it. There's a bookmark. So let's see. What page did I get to? I got to page 13. Okay, so I put it down. This is going back into my crates. So that's that one. Yeah. Psychological thriller, I think. Let's see, what else do I have here? Oh, I found my Kindle. Here we go. Here is my iPad. So yeah, this is probably dead. It's been sitting here for a while. Let's see. Yep, doesn't even work. So I have to charge this thing. So yeah, so that's that. I'll put that up there. What else do I have here? Okay, the next book is Sharp Objects by Gillian Flynn. This is my next book that I want to read. I know there is a TV series coming out, and this I hope to read in the month of June. So I'm going to put this back on the shelf behind me once I clear out all the other books. So yeah, so this one I put a bookmark on there because I want to start it. I want to read this before the show comes out. So yeah, so that's that. Okay, next book. This is hard to do it backwards. Okay, this is another one I'm currently reading. This one is The Ones Who Got Away by Ronnie Lauren. This one I started. This is about a school shooting, and I got to page 31. I really enjoyed it, and I also ordered book 2 in a book haul. So I am going to put it back on the shelf behind me and read this in the month of June. So that's that one. Okay, next book. The Summer I Saved the World in 65 Days. This I am currently reading. I got to page 62. I was reading this for middle grade May, and I never finished it. So this I am going to put back on the shelf behind me, and try to finish this in the month of June, hopefully. So I did enjoy what I read so far. So yeah, so that's that one. Next book. Here's one I finished. Aragon! Yay! I finished it. Christopher Paolini. I did finish this. I still need to do my review. I finished this in the month of June. So I'll leave the book up here because I need to do my review. Maybe I'll do it right after this video. So yeah, so this one. So that was there. And here is one that I want to finish. Okay, so here is The Pillars of the Earth, and this is a big tome. I was reading this with Jennifer, and I put it down. I did get to page 231, and I did enjoy what I read. So I am going to leave it on my shelf behind me because I need to finish this. I just need to, maybe do a chapter a day. Maybe that will get me forced to finish this book. So I'm hoping to finish this maybe during the summer. So yeah, so I'm gonna leave this behind. So I have 3 piles now. Okay, next book. This is Love, Life, and the List by Casey West. I did not start this. I do have a bookmark, but this is going back into my crates. So yeah, so that's that one. Oh, The Afterlife of Holly Chase by Cynthia Hand. I did start this one. I got to page 89 and then I put it down. I did enjoy it. It's going into my DNF shelf. So I always give a book twice before I get rid of it. So let's see what else is here. Okay, the next book is Into the Light by L.B. Simmons. And this one I did not start yet. This one is book 1 of a series. And I am going to put this back into my crates. The next book I have is The Dark Days Club by Allison Goodman. I did not start this one. It's going into my crates. So apparently I bought them and then I wanted to read them and I stuck them here and I just never got to them. So, okay. This is one that I started last year, never finished it. This is a long story. If you've been watching my channel, you know what book this is because I never finished the Twilight series. And so here I have is this one. It is The Breaking Dawn. I read a lot of it. Look how far my bookmark is. I did read 520 pages and never finished it. So this will be my goal for the summer, to finish this book. This one took me a long time to read. Yeah, I need to finish this one. So I'm going to put this in my June pile. So yeah. So that's the book. Yeah, very big and I never finished it. So yeah. Okay, so that's that one. The next book here is First Sight by Danielle Steele. I am putting this in my grades. I got this from someone at school. She said it's a fast read. I just never got to it. I think I got this last summer. So this is going back into my crates. So that's that one. And the last book I have in my shelf here is Deja Dead by Kathy Reich. I started the series, I think. I don't know if this is book 1 or book 2. I don't know. But this is going back into my crates. Yeah, so that's that one. Okay, so I am going to move my tripod up, and there are a few books right up here that I'm going to share what's up there. So here we go. Okay, so I'm sitting on my bed now, and I have books next to my alarm clock. I have books here, and I have books here. I'm going to share with you what's there. So let's see. The first book I have is The Self-Love Experiment, a nonfiction book. I did start this one. I have a bookmark. No, I did not start it. It's on the very first page. So I am going to put this in my crates. So I didn't start it yet. So that's that one. Okay, the next book I have here is Hadex Among the Imposters. This was book 2 of the series. I wanted to read it for middle grade May and never got to it. So it's going back into my crates. The next book is Different Seasons by Stephen King. This is short stories, and this is going into my short stories crates. So yeah, I did not start it, even though there's a bookmark. Yeah, so I wanted to start it, I just never got to it. So I am actually reading Stephen King right now, and so I'm gonna pass on this one for now. So this is going into my crates. So let's get that. The next book is a middle grade book. This is book 1 of a series. I got Missing by Nancy Drew. This is going into my crates. I have a middle grade crate box that it's going into. So that's that one. The next book here is Wicked Lovely by Melissa Moore. I did not start this one. It's going back into the crates. So that's that one. The next one is a nonfiction. This is a book of the month club. I wanted to read this one. This one was short. The book that I have here is The Stranger in the Woods, the extraordinary story of the last true hermit by Michael Finkel. So yeah, this is going downstairs onto my book of the month club, because it says book of the month club here, and it's going to go with those book of the month clubs. So yeah, so it's going on that new bookshelf that I showed you. And the last book, oh no, I have 4 more books, sorry. Okay, so this one I got from the author. Now I need to read this one. I just haven't had a chance. This is book 1 of a series. I got The Land Without Color. This is a middle grade book, and this is by Benjamin Ellefson. He sent me book 1 and book 2. I don't know if it's signed. I do have a bookmark. It came with a bookmark, and it came with a postcard. I don't know if he signed it, but I need to read it and give a review. So I'm going to put this in my June pile. It's not a signed copy, but I'm going to put this in my June pile and see if I could actually read this during the summer and get it done and give him a review. It is little pictures within. It's middle grade. So yeah, so I need to get to that and give him a review on that book. So I hope I like it. I think it is fantasy, but middle grade. So I hope I like it. It's going to go in my June pile. Okay, so I have a notebook that I keep up here because when I'm on my phone, I always have to jot things down, especially on Facebook or YouTube. I'm always writing books down and stuff, so I have that. That's going to stay there. I have my reading lights. This is always plugged in, so because I sit here and that's where I read normally. Okay, so here is one that's going into my DNF bin. This is We Are Water by Wally Lamb. I was reading this with a book club, with I think my book club, and I just didn't like it and I stopped reading it. There is lots of bookmarks there. Yeah, I think I was reading with my book club, so I didn't get very far. I think I only read 11 pages. I'm not sure if I like Wally Lamb's writing style. So yeah, so this is gonna go in my DNF shelf. So that's that one. Okay. Here is one of my 50/50s that I started. It's going back on my 50/50 shelf because I don't remember what I read. But I did start it. It is this one. It's Stormfront by Jim Butcher. So I will pick it up again when I pull the name of this book out of the jar. I did read 21 pages, but then I put it down. So I just wasn't in the mood to read it. Yes, so this is going on my 50/50 shelf downstairs. So that's there. Okay, this one I wanted to read. I didn't get to it. There is a bookmark, but I think it's on page 1. No, I read one chapter. So anyway, it is on page 10. I'm going to put it back in my crates. It's The Dry by Jane Harper. So it's going back on my in my crates. So I have a big pile here. Oh my God, it's almost as big as my bed. Okay, and the last book that I have here is Rosebush by Michelle Jaffe. This takes place in New Jersey. I did want to read it, and I did start it. I read 19 pages of it, and I put it down. Just wasn't in the mood. It's going back into my crates. So, yeah. So, that's it. That's up here. And I have my recipe book. So, here's my recipe book that I was supposed to be downstairs. This was one I was doing, low-carb diet. There's lots of recipes in here. Yeah, it's like a journal, and I have written in here. So I'm going to bring this downstairs and maybe pull out something from here for my Weight Watchers diet. So we'll see. It's like all recipes and stuff that I've put in here. So this is going downstairs as well. So that's it for all the books that I have on my shelf. My husband's going to be very happy when he comes home because they will be all gone except for my shelf that's going to be the June stuff. So I'm going to move them out and share with you what it looks like now. So this is what I have for my June TBR. They look so nice and neat on there now. And I have only my light and my notebook there on the side of my bed. Everything else is gone. I have tissues, the remote for the light, and my husband's alarm clock. We both have different alarm clocks because we get up at different times. So on the floor, I have piles of books that had to be put away. And those I'm going to do right now and put that away. So, yeah. So the ones on the Wally Lamb pile is going in my DNF. The Rose Bush pile is going in my crates. The Wrinkle in Time is going downstairs. My Aragon I still need to do my video for. And I have these that go out downstairs as well. So everything's going downstairs. So yeah. So it looks so much nicer and neater. Thank you for watching. I figured this would be a great video to do, and yeah. So thank you for watching, and hopefully I will get more videos up soon. So take care. Have a great summer. Today was our last day of school, so yeah. So have a great summer, and I will see you in another video. Bye.